Good evening, Rose. Welcome to my channel, Spirit Nine Incorporated. It's a pleasure to have you back with me this evening. I am recording on the 19th of February, 2022, and I apologize for the delays. I've been having some computer issues. Hopefully, they have been rectified, and this video will be coming out crisp and clear, or at least as crisp and clear as possible on all levels. So this being said, Virgo, I just want to delve quickly back to a reflection of the new moon in Aquarius that we had on February 1st in your sixth house. Now for you, it did fall in the sixth house. It was at 12 degrees. And the sixth house has to do, Virgo, with your health and your daily routine. Now this new moon was conjunct Saturn, also in your sixth house. And this transit is indicating that there was perhaps a need to focus on your health, balancing your health regime against perhaps a work schedule, whether that work schedule is within the home or outside of the home. Simply put, your day-to-day routines where there perhaps has been a need for focus. To make sure that your vessel, your physical well-being is strong and functioning in a holistic manner, from within, deep within. Now Uranus in the ninth house of spiritual practice will be very beneficial for you in obtaining these higher forms of consciousness that will certainly not only help your most inner well-being, but of course how that definitely manifests itself in our physical well-being, mentally, spiritually, is very much connected to how the networks in our physical body, in our physical vehicle unfold. A healthy diet would also be a way that this transit would connect to your inner well-being. So perhaps some of you Virgos have even been making some changes with respect to your diet at that time. Now, moving forward with the full moon that we just had in Leo, Virgo, at 28 degrees on February 16th. For you, Virgo, that did fall in your house of spirituality, which is the 12th house, a house where we take the time to rest and reflect and delve into our, ethereal, our most inner spiritual realms, and truly and genuinely communicate with our higher self, with our spiritual self. Very, very beneficial for our overall health, mentally and physically. As well. So indeed a time to delve into greater care in this arena at this time of this full moon in Leo that we just had on the 16th of February, to balance and communicate within yourself. The thought of the spoken word is very, very powerful. And in keeping with, a positive narrative will ultimately feed positive energy within your emotional well-being as well as into your physical body. So very, very important time right now to rest and connect with your most inner self, Virgo. So I just wanted to delve into the astrological weather map there a little bit for the last half of January and the month of February, which includes this full moon that we just had in Leo. And this being said, I want to commence the balance of this forecast with throwing a few energy oracles from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, and we'll get some details through the Rider-Waite Tarot deck as to perhaps how these energies have been unfolding. I do hope that you Virgos are doing well out there and that this new year has commenced for all of you in the most smoothest and kindest fashion possible. We've all been going throughout the world some very heavy transits, particularly since 2008, and certainly within the last 4 years and the last 2 years have been very heavy as well, with a lot that's been going on globally. So this being said, Virgo, let's take a look at what your energies have been playing out as, and we'll just get some details for you on how we can navigate best for the balance of this month. and using these beautiful full moon in Leo energies, because this was a very actually friendly full moon, thankfully, and how that transit will be playing out for the next 6 weeks, because full moons do have an energy of at least a 6-week window. And you know, they are a time of completion, and you know, when situations and or circumstances come to a peak in our life, that's how full moons play out in insofar as their energy, and how that energy affects us, of course, here on Earth. So let's take a look, Virgo, and see what's been happening for you for the last half of January and for the month of February, commencing with the 16th of February's Leo full moon at 28 degrees. Let's take a look. All right, Virgos. First card out from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck for your most recent past energies. We have the Dolphin Spirit of knowing that deep within, you know, that which is true for you. It is the master number of 20. So that is indicating that there are master ascendants certainly spiritually around you, Virgos, that wish to connect. Now, the energy did come up in the reverse. And again, this is for your most recent past energies. So I would suspect that this has played out for the last 6 weeks. And it would indicate that some of you, Virgos, perhaps have just been, you know, finding that balance within, finding that time, you know, to rest. As you wish to manifest new beginnings within the arenas of your life, of how these transits have been, you know, affecting you in the aforementioned, knowing the truth within for you, and really wanting that truth to be coming from a higher elevated consciousness. I'm really feeling that very strongly, that for a lot of you are really desiring that. And if you have not tapped into that, that you have recently been doing so or in the throes of doing so. So those are very beautiful energies that have been playing out for a lot of you, Virgos, I believe. In your current energies, we have the Bear Spirit, the spiritual number of the number 9, taking action to take some time out. It did come up in the reverse. And yes, this card is indicating with the energy in reverse that, you know, very much verifying the energies I just mentioned astrologically, that there's really, you know, a need to take some time out to rest and reflect, which is indicated with this 12th house energy where the full moon fell for you, Virgo. The Bear Spirit is typically, you know, an energy of profound strength, but when it's in the reverse, it's in hibernation mode, which again would be a verification of where your energies may currently be playing out with this 12th house of spirituality, rest, reflection, connecting to your higher spiritual realm, to allow that infinite guidance to move you forward in the arenas of that which you desire. So that's playing out in your current energies for a lot of you Virgos, I believe, still at present. So moving forward in your forthcoming energies, we have the Lion Spirit of being generous in spirit. It did come up in the reverse. It has the numerical number of 37, which reduces to a 10, and 10 is indicative numerically and spiritually of completions. A lot of you Virgos, I believe, have been making some changes or in the throes of making some changes professionally, even personally, and allowing, you know, arenas that have been unbalanced to come to an end. Again, however that's playing out for you Virgos, whether that's in your personal life or in your professional life, it's very much being confirmed and supported that that which has been unhealthy for you Virgos really needs to be put to an end. And that's again as this Lion Spirit energy oracle in the reverse would confirm that to be the case. So those of you that are moving through those types of energies, it is advised, you know, we all have free will, but according to the energies that are playing out in this forecast, I'm instinctively feeling that it is advised to let go of that which is unhealthy in your personal life or in your professional life, that, you know, has kept you hindered or stuck. It's not for you Virgo to, you know, babysit the world. We are all responsible for our own energies as best as possible. We do have free will and how to navigate. And it is suggested here that the navigation come from a healthy place, to release the past and let go of that which has not served you. If anything, it has hindered you personally or professionally. However, this is playing out for you, Virgos, will be different. And the timing may be different as well, but the generic message is the same. So I'm going to clarify these energies with a few cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot, just to see if we can obtain some details for you, Virgos. And very much these energies are being supportive of, being in hibernation mode, resting, making sure you're taking good care of the vehicle, your vessel, spiritually, mentally, physically, by nurturing your vessel with healthy foods, that which is clean. Clean foods keeps the vessel clean and functioning at its optimum best. So a reminder to know that your wealth is in your health, because when we don't feel good, we can't do too much. So really, really important time to take very good care of yourself, self-care, self-love, release negativities that have hindered you. And if that includes people that have not been, energetically good for you, you need to remove yourself from them, as these energies would be suggesting. So I just felt that very instinctively to express to you, Virgos, in this forecast. So let's take a look at your most recent past energies quickly with the dolphin spirit of, searching for the truth within yourself, and how to navigate in a healthier way forward in the arenas of your life of which you desire to do that. And let's see what the tarot has to say. See if we can obtain some details. Recent past energies for Virgo. First card out, we have the Three of Pentacles. Came up in reverse. Yeah, some of you Virgonians have perhaps been, in the throes of having some difficulty chiseling away and discovering a way to perhaps increase that which is tangible in your life. Pentacles are typically indicative of money. Perhaps some of you have been, struggling with that, and believe me, you're not alone. We all do, unless we're, for those that are, wealthy, may not be having their challenges, but I suspect they too have theirs. But getting back to your forecast here, Virgo, some of you Virgos have been, dealing with some financial challenges in your most recent past energies. I think a lot of you are in the throes of moving away from that, and taking some time to reflect within, as I mentioned in the aforementioned, and perhaps that would be inclusive of reflecting as to how to build your resources, how to rebuild your finances, inflate them in a healthier way. Perhaps for some of you with a new position, would be a way that this energy would be playing out. Clarifying the Three of Pentacles, we have Temperance, a major arcana in the upright. Beautiful energy. The Temperance is indicative of balance. As you can see, this energy is pouring the waters, back and forth in a very balanced fashion. Some of you Virgos have been testing the waters within yourself as to how you wish to navigate forward, perhaps into a new arena to increase these pentacles. Perhaps some of you have been putting out some applications if this is job related. For others, it may be in your personal life, but regardless of the environment where this is playing out, the key is balance, which you are obtaining by taking that time to rest, and you're being totally supported by the divine in doing so. So that's a very, very beautiful energy, and really supporting you not only in your recent past energies, but I suspect very much so through this the balance of these next 6 weeks moving into your current and forthcoming energies as well. Now, clarifying the bear spirit, where a lot of you are in hibernation mode, very much as this forecast is indicating of that 12th house that we mentioned astrologically, where you're taking time to rest, reflect, connect with your higher spiritual realm for guidance and navigation to move forward in a healthier way for your life, personally and or professionally. You are taking that time out. And to clarify that, We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which I see as very, very positive, Virgo, because had it been in the upright, I would say a lot of you are still feeling very, very tied up, very bound. All of these swords is mental anxieties of whatever you have come through in your most recent past. And that could have been the last 4 years, the last 14 years. I suspect, the last 6 years for a lot of you, a lot of changes. And with that, perhaps brought some mental anxieties. But a lot of you, I think, are coming through that because the energy is showing up in the reverse. And that is to indicate that you're releasing the mental anxieties, you're releasing that which has held you bound, which is very, very positive. And the way to do that is by connecting with your higher self, as indicated here with the temperance of spiritual enlightenment, balance, healing, wholeness, upliftment, to create a new beginning for yourself, Virgos, in, again, whichever arenas you are finding this to be playing out in your life, personally or professionally. Clarifying the Nine of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. We have the Eight of Wands in the upright, taking action very swiftly as well, moving forward. Beautiful, beautiful. This will no doubt be unfolding. If it hasn't for some of you, will be very much unfolding within the next 6 weeks as we come into that new moon. Into March, which I will be providing another forecast for. However, for some of you at this time, you are taking action to move forward because you have released the negativity of the past. You took that time out to reflect and balance yourself and gain higher spiritual awareness as to, the whys and the wherefores, and how perhaps, some of you may have gotten in your own way that kept you bound to the negativities of the past, be they, energies of other people and or environments you found yourself in. You took some time to reflect and to heal within, releasing yourself from those environments that were unhealthy for you, to move forward very swiftly and very strong into a new arena. Beautiful, beautifully supported by the Higher Galactic Council as well. Very, very strong forecast, very beautiful and very positive. Interestingly enough, this is wonderful. Now moving forward into your forthcoming energies of the Lion Spirit, where, it's important to be generous with your own self-care, continuing to do so as you are taking, swift action forward in whatever arena that means for you. Perhaps for some of you, for a new position, like a new employment opportunity where you can increase your resources financially. For others of you, it could be in a personal capacity of some sort with relationships. I'm feeling for a lot of you, this is having to do with both arenas. And clarifying this self-care and self-love of the Lion Spirit in your forthcoming energies. Look at that, Virgo. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Beautiful in the upright, very positive, supported, chiseling away at a new job or a new career endeavor for yourself, or even for some of you, a new relationship within your foundational arena of the home, perhaps, or relationships as a whole. You're building brand new beginnings for yourself, which is going to beautifully increase your financial resources. All of these have to do with finances. Pentacles are indicative of money. And here you are working very, very hard on a new project, Virgo. A new job for some of you, perhaps for some of you, even a new career. Beautiful energies. Clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is to indicate that perhaps a message of resources, or perhaps for some of you that are still awaiting, a reply to perhaps an application for a new position, a new employment position for yourself, has been delayed. But it is forthcoming, as indicated by the Pentacles there, or, what you're working on here. Perhaps for some of you that are wanting to create a new business for yourself, to have these bountiful pentacles be increased as they are indicated in this energy, has been a little bit delayed because of the time that has been necessary for you to do some reflection and healing, and that would have allowed you to make some changes to delve into an arena for yourself and or an outside venue of employment that will increase these pentacles. These are beautiful energies. This simply means that there's been a delay in perhaps, moving that forward. But you have, a good 6-week window here to rebuild and reflect. So these are beautiful energies, Virgo. I'm just going to clarify this forecast with a card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck, Virgo, for again the last half of January and for February 2022, with an emphasis on this full moon in Leo that we just had February 16th, clarifying the energies for Virgo for February 2022. These are very beautiful energies, Virgo. Very important time that you've been taking to rest and reflect, to rebuild and have new beginnings for yourself by releasing the past of negativity that has done nothing but hindered you and didn't serve you in really any way, shape, or form. And in fact, if anything, it just delayed your ability to recreate, which a lot of you are now moving forward and wanting to do so in your forthcoming energies. Clarifying the balance of this forecast, we have the talisman in the upright, Virgo. We have the numerical number of 49, which reduces to a 4. 49 is 13 and 3 months 4. So this is that the talisman would be indicative of alchemizing your world, Virgo. It would be likened to, I believe, the Magician card in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. It is the energy of alchemizing that which you no longer desire and creating, a complete new arena for yourself. For those of you that this is resonating for personally and or professionally, the energy is supportive of you to alchemize that which you no longer want and turn it into what you do want, to be healthier in your life, to provide that balance spiritually, mentally, and physically, to keep you strong and nurtured. You're walking away here, as indicated with your back, against the past. You're walking away from the past, letting it go, throwing caution to the wind, realizing that the divine is right here, open to giving you a whole new world, as indicated by this little globe here, and totally supported by the ethereal energies of the higher spiritual council. The talisman is supportive of this and is symbolic of reflecting this type of energetic support, astrologically as well as spiritually. Very, very beautiful to see. A lot of you Virgos could even be making changes within your home to perhaps have a healthier environment for you to flourish in, whatever that means to you, by being certain to, know which energies are welcome and which energies are not, whether they are within your innermost psychological foundation and or outer foundation. The energy message is the same, is that you're wishing to create a clean path forward by moving towards your new world. And the way to do that is to keep the energies clear and clean within your most inner self. This is a beautiful forecast, Virgo. Congratulations on those of you that are already delving into these energies. And for those of you that are in the throes of doing so, it's a beautiful time because it will allow you to create a whole new beginning for yourself. Even if there have been some delays, you're able to create a whole new beginning for yourself that will not only benefit your most inner foundation of your inner well-being, but out your outer well-being as well, by having the resources to be able to rebuild, which you are chiseling away very much so in rebuilding, even through some delays. You're still looking forward and you're walking away from the past and anyone that's associated with that has not been for your highest and best good. Whether that's in a working arena or in a personal arena, the energy is the same and beautifully supported. I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I want to thank you all for joining me. I want to thank each and every one of you that like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I have more information in the Show More section below this video for your further interest in my channel. I am genuinely appreciative to all of you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you soon with a March forecast update forthcoming here in the next few days. Until then, Virgo, stay reflective, stay in support of your higher consciousness within yourself. That will allow you to completely rebuild your outer world, because your inner world is totally supported here, infinitely so and divinely so. Beautiful, beautiful forecast, Virgo. Thank you again for joining me. We will see you soon. Good night for now.